Hey there friends, how is it going? My name is Rabbit and welcome to episode number 111 of Let's Blindly Play Through Romancing SaGa, Minstrel Song on the PlayStation 2. In our last episode, we parted ways right as we were continuing to explore another section of Aldeburgh. Yes, we are still there friends, but we're even closer, I think anyway, to cracking the code and the secret of this abandoned castle or dungeon, tower, whatever you want to call it. We did end up picking up a map, which was nice, so we kind of have a better grasp of the layout of Aldeburgh. I'm not too sure if there's a whole lot left for us to mess around with, but we did at least discover a room that has a well in it. I don't know if we're going to be drawing water from it or if there's treasure at the bottom of the well. We are going to finish looking through this side of the dungeon first. So let us continue doing that. We were on the third floor of the right side, if that makes any sense to you at all. We ended up finding a couple treasures, one being a donkey bone. I looked at it for Diana on my own and you guys, I'm just not convinced. There was too much of a drop to some other stats, and I just don't think the increase to actual, was it strength, damage, something like that. I don't think that was really worth it at the end of the day. Now you may be wondering, Rabbit, why do you not completely remember if it was strength or if it was damage or what? Well, friends, I actually have a little bit of a weird, random, unexpected story for you. So I actually just got off the phone and I had a little bit of a break between our last episode and this one. I don't think I've mentioned this. Maybe I have. It happened, oh my gosh, has it been 3 or 4 days now? So it's just kind of slipped my mind before I've even hunkered down to record this, but oh my goodness, you guys, I've got a story for you. Let me get all my stuff queued, and I can't wait to even tell you about this. This is so, this is so ridiculous. So, I think I've shared with you guys before, like kind of my work. Obviously, we've talked about it just amidst all of the COVID-19 stuff going on and all the long and hard hours I've been working, and just in general, the increased demand, the increased work expectations, all that other good stuff. So, you guys know I've been having to really work my way through some insane hours since all of this kind of ended up surfacing, and it's been a wild ride, I'll be honest with you all. Not so wild that I'm unhappy, but definitely I'm tired, and when my weekends get here, I really just kind of want to lounge with a good book, you know? So anyway, the other day, I think it had to have been like 3 days ago. Was this on Tuesday? It doesn't really matter. You guys are like, Rabbit, come on now. We don't need the dates. Just get to the good stuff. Oh my gosh, friends. So I was running around seeing some patients. Oh God, I didn't even wait to see. Oh, just more giant worms. Nothing to see here, folks. Although, John, I'm kind of eating up all of your BP here. My mistake, good sir. Just trying to get through this as quickly as possible and finish exploring Aldeburgh. So I was running around seeing some patients, and I've actually been getting a little bit of mileage reimbursement and gas reimbursement because many of us that are out in the field and doing field clinical work or clinician work, they've been wanting to incentivize us being willing to do more on-call kind of stuff. Now, I don't do evening call. That's more for the nursing staff. But sometimes, you know, I'll go out and meet with a patient alongside a nurse, or I'll go and swap some supplies because we have sort of had some of our PPE limited. I don't know what the situation is, like if there's just a shortage that's getting worse and worse, or if people are just anticipating there being a strong shortage. I'm sure these are things that will kind of make more sense as the weeks draw on. But for now, it seems a little bit like our administrators at the top of the hospital are kind of hoarding stuff, but I don't know. You know, I'm not in charge, so I really don't know the motivations behind these decisions that they're making. Nevertheless, the point being, they have been, metal greaves. I don't think we've picked these up before. I want to say, hold on, friends. Let's take a quick peek before I finish my story here. Metal greaves, metal armor that blocks attacks to the shins. Their weight decreases agility. I don't think so. I don't think that seems very good. Let me just see what everyone else has on. So, yeah, this increases agility. But what was it weak against? Oh, nothing. I mean, the armor is nice, but again, that agi decrease, I just don't know. Yeah, turn order and evasiveness, I don't think so. That does not sound like a good switcheroo to me, personally anyway. Where on earth? Oh, we are in the new section. Hold on. Let me put my story on a pause really fast. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, just gold? And only 100 gold at that. Definitely not worth running all the way back over here. So maybe we really... Oh, here's another one of you. And do you guys see that? That's a rotating little statue. I wonder... Maybe that's what we need to open that other door. We were kind of looking at that in our previous episode as well, that we can rotate some of the little statues that are down on that first floor, and we were able to access that room that has the actual well, where I'm guessing the treasure of the castle might be. I don't really know what's in there, or maybe it's nothing, but there is another door that we were not able to access, and regardless of what directions or orientation that I kind of shifted those statues to, I was not able to figure out how to open that middle door. So maybe this is the key to that. I'm not too sure. Anyway, we should be able to get through this fight without me focusing too much, but oh yeah, puncture baby. John is finally picking up some abilities on his lance, so that's good news. Good things all around, friends. Okay, anyway, so I was out doing a quick run on corporate time, you know, it was another one of my long, oh God, I think that day I had worked like 12 and a half hours. It was insane. Because keep in mind, it's not even just being out in the field or meeting with patients or, you know, working through charts afterwards, but it's all the driving kind of adds into your day as well. And I'm not one who minds a commute. I really don't mind being in the car, but my goodness, you guys, it makes for a long day when you're away from home for 12 hours, even if you're technically only working, let's say, 10 of those hours, but you're doing it 5 days a week. That's a lot, you know? Hold on, let me heal up. Not that I can complain. I love what I do, and I'm happy to serve my community and to, well, John, I don't think you really need to worry about that too much. Let's look. Charging slash was what he picked up, right? Or was it puncture? I think it was puncture. A mighty technique for crushing the enemy with the point of your weapon. It has quick recovery and nothing else to its name. So we'll go back to charge. Miriam should be healing up John. And Diana, I actually think you'll be okay. This might be the final turn for this Castle Guardian. I'm not entirely sure what his HP is, but we've been dishing out some deeps. Can you stop? No, John, I'm so sorry. I was queuing a heal for you right now, but I wasn't quick enough on the draw. Shame on you, Miriam. How could you slack like this and let the husbando fall? But Diana really is doing well. She's holding her own, friends. I think she's probably really going to end up being one of my... Well, we'll still heal her, though, just in case. Can never be too cautious, you know? So anyway, long days, blah, blah, blah. So I was out doing another one of my long, late runs, and I stopped at a random gas station. I'd never really been there before. It wasn't like it was in a teeny weeny town. I don't remember if I was between cities, though, or where it would have fallen on town lines. But the point is just being, this wasn't like a little podunk gas station where you could maybe argue, like, people don't really know what's going on and everyone's wary. So I'm trying to set the scene. There's a point for me even talking about this and specifying the location of this gas station. It wasn't like in a big city, but it wasn't in a teeny weeny town. So you would expect the basic level of understanding of the register, the basic level of customer service, right? Right? I would think so. Oh yeah, take that deflection. Good job, Diane. I can always count on you, sister. I think... Ooh, John is getting low again. What is this thing's problem? I'm not going to double down into heals. We're going to risk it. You guys know me. I live life on the edge. We're going to see what we can make happen here. Shimmering Slash. Will you die? Please. I'm tired of looking at your face. I want to see what's behind you. Although I feel a little bit like a monster kind of coming in here unannounced and just killing everything. But to be fair, you guys, they're the ones putting up the fight. I'm just looking for a person, some treasure. I'm trying to defeat Sarween and save the world. I don't think I owe anyone explanations here. You should be more than willing to help me out in this venture to save everyone. Okay, so that fell. I'm not sure where. I'm not even sure I want to spend the time looking for it, but we'll give it a whirl. Was there really nothing over here except for that? Well, it might be worth it though, and or a requirement for us to advance. Because I'm guessing, okay, if I can just throw this out, maybe the well room is going to have like treasure, something special in there, so we'll look at that. But I'm guessing I needed all 3 of these statues, and I'll have to solve the puzzle of what direction they all need to be facing in order to open that middle door, and that's probably going to allow us to find, I don't know, where everyone is, or where a scroll or something will be that will allow us to defeat Sarween. So that's my prediction. But anyway, so I ended up stopping at this gas station to get gas. Never really been there before. I pull up and, fill my vehicle with fuel. You guys, this is not my first rodeo with getting gas. And again, you probably are thinking like, Rabbit, do you really need to explain all this? I do, because it's going to come up here in just a second with the conversation that I had with the cashier. So, you fill up your gas, and then there's an option to either print your receipt or not. I had to have a receipt because I was going to get reimbursed from the company because I was doing extra driving on their behalf. I was seeing extra patients that weren't even on my caseload. Just in general, doing them a solid... Wait a second. Wait a cotton-picking second. Where did the other... This is the first floor. But that's the original... Hold on. Can you guys leave me alone? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. That was the original statue, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let's just blast through this. We're not going to have too much of a discussion with the monsters in this room. I just want to run around, make sure there's not... My little totem, my little statue chilling somewhere. I don't think it was in this room. So, anyway, have to have the receipt to get my reimbursement. That's very common. This isn't a complicated concept. I pressed the button to get my receipt, and I don't know if the little dispenser was just jammed or if it was out of actual paper. Again, no big deal. Easy peasy fix, right? You just go inside, ask the cashier or the customer service rep that's working the front to print you one. I've had it done a myriad of times. Oh, it's in this room. Does it have to face the door? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Maybe it has to face the door? Oh, well, hold on. I have an idea, friends. I have an idea. So I go inside, and I'm super nice to this person. It had been a lot... Was that someone in the wall? Oh, this thing followed me? We're probably going to have to fight it. Let's just get it over with so he doesn't mess with me. So I'm always very gracious, very nice when I talk to people, whether I've had a long day or not. I really do take pride in the fact that I do not take my exhaustion or frustration or whatever out on customer service reps. My very first job was waiting tables. I know how shitty it is when people can just be absolute bores to people that have nothing to do with why they're angry. So I'm always very patient. Even if the person isn't being helpful, I try to always maintain my composure because I never want my behavior to purely be a reflection of me in a negative sense. Like, I want people to be able to say, even if something is going down and words are kind of hurled back and forth, they can say that I was a good person and I didn't say anything wrong, or I wasn't in the wrong in whatever was said. I don't know, it's just a personal thing for me. I guess Cruncher, John is just learning things left and right, and how disrespectful, Turtle Man. I cannot believe this. So take that shield back. He's not going to get away with that crap. Not on my watch. So I think maybe part of it is that I've always worked in positions where it's been expected for me to represent either the hospital or the university or organization that I work for. So, I'm that way anyway. I'm very mild-mannered. I'm eager to please, charge the enemy and deliver a bruising strike. So the description for Cruncher, it sometimes decreases vitality. Okay, very nice. So I'm just a good-natured person, I think, and I'm very patient anyway. It just comes, I think, with the territory of being a teacher and being a clinician for years and years. I'm not easily fussed or disturbed by other people being impatient or being rude. It's whatever. Again, that's a reflection of them. It's not a reflection of me. And I like to keep things kind of that way. And people win, you know, when you let them get a rise out of you. I've never understood how people can just be so easily moved in such a negative way because things don't go the way they want. I don't know. It's just ridiculous to me. I'm just not that person. It's not gonna get my goat. Okay. Well, that opened. Hold on. Oh my God, you guys. I'm gonna be messing with this forever. So I turned it to face this door, but I think that reopened this. Okay, so Wishing Well room is open. Let me turn this to face. I'm gonna have to pay attention to this because I don't want to be here all day. So that closed this door back, correct? I wish there was a way to kind of speed up Claudia's movements here, but I don't think there is a way. Okay, I'm gonna turn this north. Maybe this is what I should have done from the beginning. Let me have all of them facing northward. Then I'm gonna see if two of them need to be facing each other. We already know the one on the far left as well as the one on the far right. They can face each other and that, oh, okay, so that one is northbound, the one on the right, and then these two are facing each other? I think that's what I did. Okay, well, I don't know if there's really any rhyme or reason to that, but we figured it out anyway. So, as I was saying, I go inside, I'm very nice, I say to the customer, so, oh, it's another section. What is this? Aldeburgh, King's Chambers. So this was the room that had what I needed? So I wonder what's in that Wishing Well room. That is so bizarre. All right, let's see. What do we have? 5,000 gold, meh. A silver mask, meh. Really? This is what I get? I did all of this for this? I have 3 of these, you guys. This is not at all what I was looking for. Oh, man. I mean, I guess if I didn't have everyone wearing fate stones, maybe this would have been a tremendous find, but this is, the King's Chambers. He was holding gold, not even that much gold, let's be real, and a mediocre set of armor. That's disappointing to say the least. Whatever. Let's, I guess, just go into the well room and see what's behind that door. Better be something good, because that was not it, friends. That was not it at all. All right, let me move this back up. This door can close, and then I should only need to rotate this thing to the right, and we'll be fine to proceed. So anyway, I go inside, I'm really nice, and I say to the cashier, you know, I do my spiel. Well, okay, actually, the first thing I need to, ow, as I hit my hand on my controller, the first thing that did this not open? Oh my gosh, okay game, let me run all the way back and turn the other one to face this one. Jeez Louise. When I first got in, there were 2 other people that were in front of me. So, you know, I'm just kind of standing in line, minding my business. And the cashier presented as being a little, it is facing this way. So, does this one also need to be facing? Okay, I guess that's the thing. I don't know, y'all. Very strange stuff happening here. She presented as being exceptionally agitated. She was saying a lot of negative things. Like the first person that she was helping, she was complaining about how long her day had been and, just how tired she was, blah, blah, blah. But I got it. It was kind of later in the evening. I was tired too. So, you know, I didn't think twice. What is going on? Are we drawing water out of the well? What the heck? Enter the well? Yeah, let's check it out. I mean, it's the last thing for us to really examine. And what on earth? Where on earth are we? This is so strange. Okay. Oh God, monsters here, please. Please go away. I don't want to deal with any of you. I'm just trying to find treasure, but I'm guessing this is where it's hidden. Somewhere in this well. Makes sense to me. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look at everything that John knows on Yukom's tridents, friends. I've been waiting for this for seemingly forever. This is excellent. So she was complaining to the first guy, long day, blah, blah, blah. And can't judge her for that. Second person that came up, he wasn't being rude or disrespectful at all, but he asked her to get something, and I could tell that she wasn't really the most with it. And I'm not saying that she wasn't mentally capable of doing the job, but it just seemed like she wasn't either in the mood or her spirits were low. She just was kind of rude to him, and everything he asked her to do was met with a sigh. She rolled her eyes, but the guy was also a total gentleman, and, he just said something to her as he was leaving, like, I hope you have a better rest of your evening. I don't think what he said was inappropriate. It wasn't disrespectful. I actually thought he handled her BS pretty nicely. So anyway, it's my turn. And again, I approached her as kindly and I think respectfully as I would have, regardless of whether I had overheard and seen her behavior already. So I go up and I say to her, like, I'm so sorry for the disturbance. I've heard that you've had a really long evening. I understand and can relate. My own evening was kind of crazy, but I was hoping you could quickly print a receipt off for me. What did I say? Something about how I was out driving and I needed the receipt for reimbursement. So I even explained, like, I wasn't just coming in here to waste her time and to bullshit. I'm not collecting receipts to create, like a mural in my bedroom. Oh my God, I don't think we've seen winged lizard. That's a new one. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, sir. Not feeling whatever he's packing. I know he might not be a big deal, but we're not gonna wait and find out, because this could go very wrong very fast. Well, that wasn't too bad, but we're not going to wait and give him a chance to met. Really, John? Really, John? Come on now. So anyway, I gave her a really brief explanation. I was courteous. I was gregarious. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm working long hours like you. I can relate to how you're feeling, but I need this to get reimbursed for the extra mileage and the gas and blah, 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 all this crap that I'm doing. She looks at me and immediately is like, she said something like, well, you must have pressed no, and that's the only reason you didn't get a receipt from the actual pump. So very rude way of even answering me, because no, I didn't press no. I'm not an imbecile. I know how to select yes on a pump for my gas, or for the receipt for getting my gas. But, whatever. Again, I was still kind, and I met her rude response with an even nicer response, where I said, well, actually, ma'am, I said yes. I was looking at it. I was very mindful of what option I had selected. But even if, let's say, the mistake was mine and I selected no, I know how cash registers work. You should be able to still pull the information, because you guys will need it for closing out the register this evening anyway. So if you could please just print my receipt for me, I'll be on my way, and hopefully the night will be an easier one for you. So, even though I wasn't in the wrong, and I was very clear that I wasn't in the wrong, I still acknowledge, like, even if you want to say I had screwed up, it doesn't matter. You can print me a receipt, and I would really appreciate it if you would do that for me. So she looks at me. Oh my gosh, you guys, hold on one sec. My leg is asleep. This is what I get for sitting cross-legged in my very, very comfy recliner, mind you. I know this is a random aside, and you guys are like, Rabbit, really? Your leg is asleep from sitting cross-legged? I can't be the only one that this happens to, but I love sitting crisscross applesauce. It's just so nice and cozy, but whew, not when you can't feel your feet. There we go. Position adjusted and shifted. So she looks at me and is just rolling her eyes, by the way, the whole time I'm talking, and she says something like, no, this was definitely you. You pressed the wrong thing, and I'm sorry. I can't, and I won't help you. I want to repeat that. Not only did she say that she can't help me, she said she would not help me. So I don't think this was a rude thing for me to ask, but I said to her, oh, well, are you new? Do you not know how to work the register? Is there someone in the back that might be able to assist me if you don't know how to do it? She then starts losing her mind and shouting. And I'm not exaggerating when I say shouting. She wasn't just like mildly becoming escalated and agitated. She was yelling in this in this gas station / convenience store, saying things like, how dare you tell me how to do my job? She then said something like, you young millennials, you think you can just walk in anywhere and tell us what to do? I've been working at this gas station for a year. And mind you, though, she did then at one point backtrack and backpedal, and she said, well, she hadn't actually been at that specific location. She'd gotten moved to this one, and I'm guessing it's because she was an asshole at the previous one she was in, but, you know, whatever. That's all speculation, and I have nothing really to go off there. But anyway, she goes into this major speech about how all millennials are so disrespectful and how dare we not respect our elders and tell them what to do. And she was like, there is no one else here. It is just me. So again, I'm trying to be kind. By the way, there's another guy who's in the store at this time, or in the gas station at this time, and he starts laughing because her response is so ridiculously and remarkably over the top for, again, I don't know if you guys have been following what I said I asked for. I asked her to print a receipt for me from the gas pump because it was out of tape or it was jammed. I wasn't asking her to come out and replace the tape or to look at the pump. I asked her to press a button and print my receipt. That's it. And she starts yelling at me. So this guy who overheard, I'm guessing most of it, I really honestly can't recall if he was there the whole time or if he came in while all of these shenanigans were unfolding. I was so just taken aback by her response to this. It was unwarranted completely. Anyway, so she's shouting, and then the guy starts laughing, which makes things worse. And of course, you know, it makes her want to double down. So this is why I also want to say as an aside, if stuff like this is going on, I don't get people that do start laughing at folks or like recording them and filming them. Although I should say, if I had filmed her behavior, I could have made such a stink, and oh my God, it would have been a hot mess express for that gas station because she was out of her freaking mind. I really do think that she maybe was on meth or something. Her reaction was like so over the top, and she did not present as well from the beginning. And I don't think someone would be that rude over something so small. I mean, maybe she is just an asshole. I mean, who really knows? Again, all speculation, but her behavior does align with some of the public health issues that this region has, and a lot of them are tied to meth. So, you know, who knows? Again, she might just be a total piece of shit. But it also looked like drugs could have been involved, and she was just having a hell of a night. Anyway, she's shouting. Other guy starts laughing. She doubles down and then starts yelling at him too. And at one point, and guys, I can't even remember exactly how this came up because I was dumbfounded. I didn't even know how to really respond to this because it was so unwarranted. But at one point, she just started yelling about how she wasn't going to answer any more questions and she wasn't going to sign anything or do anything. Like, again, her escalating it. I didn't say anything about her signing anything. I didn't ask for her name. She takes off her lanyard and throws it. Not at me, but she threw it like over the, you know, I don't know what that's called. I guess the desk area where the register is located. She just essentially just throws it across the front of the gas station and then walks into the back. So I don't know what to do. I look at the guy that's standing there and he is just laughing and shaking his head, and he said something like, "Oh my goodness." So I do the only thing that I can think of doing at that time, and I call one of the clinic administrators. Well, I think she is the director or something. I don't know. She has been functioning as like an administrator. A treasure map. How many of these have we found? And then I've never been able to really figure out how to use them. So probably not the best find, but nevertheless, I digress. So I called the administrator / one of the directors who oversees my specific clinic's clinical services, and I asked her, you know, do you think I should call the corporate attorney to figure out what to do, because they're not going to reimburse me without having what is this a town? What? Hold on. And this music. Where on earth? Ettingham? I don't like the sound of that. It's like Eatingham? Okay. That is so... mind-blowing. We found another town.
You must be a new adventurer.
What is a little kid doing here? Are there other humans?
I would fail to greet a member of the...
Kid, how did you get here? Give me a map of this town. And do you have any info for me? I am heckin' bamboozled, friends. Oh, crap. I did not actually mean to. Okay, let me slow my roll. I'm so excited to have found this place. What is this? Yeah, he's got nothing else for me outside of the final secret. So we're done, I guess, with all of the kids outside of getting maps. That's crazy. Can I shop here? It looks like I should be able to, but he's just commenting on me being a scrunchling. Well, I will continue my story here in just a second, but we are up on time. I guess where I can part ways with you regarding my story is to say that I was speaking with the administrator. I asked for her advice and her counsel regarding whether I should call the corporate attorney because I am wanting to be reimbursed, and I know that's the policy, and this woman was refusing to print something for me. I didn't know what number I should call or what I should do. So keep in mind, not threatening, not even talking to the weird cashier because she stormed off into the back. I was on the phone speaking with one of my superiors. She overheard me mention the name attorney or the word attorney, and then she came storming back out talking again about millennials and threats and blah, blah, blah. And that is where I will part ways with you all. So when we come back together in episode number 112 of Let's Blindly Play Romancing SaGa Minstrel Song, not only will I continue this insane encounter or recounting the encounter that I had with this wild and fool at a gas station, but we're going to start exploring Ettenham. I really don't like the name of this town. It seems like there should be a G there. Ettenham? I don't know. Maybe it's Ettenham. Yeah, I guess we can say it a little more fancily, and that'll make it a little bit better and easier to roll off the tongue. Nevertheless, friends, thank you for joining me for yet another episode, as well as another just situation that seems to happen to me because people are crazy, and I seem to attract the nutty ones out there. So take care, be good, and I, your host Rabbit, will see you in just a moment in episode number 112.